YRN is laying on the bed. It's 12 in the afternoon, but she doesn't left the bed. She doesn't even do her breakfast. YRN bite her lower lips in pain. She's wide awake and suffering in chest pain without saying anything to anyone. She doesn't want to bother anyone anymore. Taehyung and others spend days in hospital for her, and now if she told them about her chest pain, he will surely take her to the hospital. And if the doctors admitted her there, Taehyung will also stay there with her, means he won't get to sleep, which he badly needs now, and besides, YRN started hating hospitals now. She is silently bearing the chest pain, thinking it will go by its own, but as time passes, she's feeling like it's increasing. YRN groan in pain. Here, Taehyung is doing his office work sitting on the living room. Blossom Berry is sleeping on the couch. He placed pillows around her. Taehyung bring the baby out from the bedroom so that she won't disturb her mother's sleep with her famous crying sound. YRN was awake last night with the baby, so Taehyung decided to let her sleep not knowing she's suffering with pain in the bedroom. Taehyung checked the time. Taehyung, it's very late. I should wake YRN up? She doesn't have her breakfast yet. He mumbled and closed the file. Taehyung told Monica to keep an eye on the baby and walk towards the bedroom. YRN is laying back facing the bedroom door. Taehyung entered inside while saying, Taehyung, it's time to wake up Mama Chesney. You didn't have your breakfast yet. Baby Chesney is also hungry. He sit on the bed next to her and caresses her cheeks. YRN, bring her here. I'll feed her. She tried to smile. Taehyung frowned seeing her. Taehyung, what happened? Are you feeling sick? YN, I'm fine, just a little chest pain. Taehyung, it's not seems little to me. Let's go to the hospital. YN, but Blossom Berry. Taehyung, Mrs. Smith and Ms. Monica will take care of her. Now let's go. Doctor, we need to do her angioplasty as soon as possible. YN, but I have a small baby. Doctor, as your baby is small, we'll do the surgery after 1 month, and don't worry, angioplasty will take maximum 2 hours, and if your condition becomes stable you can go home on the next day after surgery. Taehyung, but she's having chest pain now. Doctor, I'll prescribe a painkiller, but do not breastfeed the baby in 24 hours after taking the pills. Taehyung, YRN have your medicine right now. He's standing next to her holding the painkiller and water glass since they come back from the hospital, but she's being a stubborn and keep denying to take the painkiller. YN, I will not eat it. The pain isn't that much. I can bear it easily. Taehyung, I can clearly see how much pain you're having right now by the look of your face. YN, still I will not eat. Taehyung, don't be stubborn. YN, I'm not being stubborn. Do you want my daughter to stay hungry for 24 hours? The doctor said I can't feed her milk after taking the medicine. Taehyung, I brought baby formula for her. YN, babies should drink only mother's milk till 6 months. Blossom Berry's mother is alive to feed her. Then why would she drink infant milk? Taehyung, YRN, please try to understand. Monica, who was listening to them, silently spoke. Monica, in that case, you can store some milk for the baby. YN, how? Monica, with the help of breast pump. Kim, go and bring a breast pump from the store. Taehyung, we'll be right back. With the help of breast milk pump, YRN managed to take out 1 bottle of milk. She is laying on the bed right now. She can't even move because of pain. YN, it's not enough for the baby for 24 hours, but I couldn't produce more milk right now. Monica, it's okay, sweetie. It's enough. YN, no, it's not. I should eat something to make milk. Taehyung, damn this girl. After 30 minutes, YRN is trying to pump some milk again. She's laying on the bed. Monica, let it go. YRN, it's just a matter of 1 day. YN shake her head as no, now she can't even talk. Her whole face turned red because of pain. Eyes are teary, but still she's being stubborn. Taehyung had his enough. He walked towards YRN and hold her cheeks tightly. He forcefully pushed the medicine in her mouth and make her drink the water before she could spit it. Taehyung backed away after doing his work. YRN look at him with a shocked expression, still processing what he just did. Monica and Mrs. Smith look at each other. They doesn't expect him to do something like this. Taehyung, now sleep. We'll take care of the baby. He covered her with the duvet. Monica and Mrs. Smith silently left from there. After 10 minutes, YRN feel her pain erase a bit. She close her eyes and fall asleep. YRN wake up with a slight headache. Her chest isn't hurting anymore, but it's feeling heavy. Taehyung, how are you feeling now? Hearing her husband's deep voice, YRN look at the side and saw Taehyung is sitting on the bed next to her laying figure. She rolled her eyes at him and went to the washroom. Taehyung, I was expecting something like this. He sighed and climbed down from the bed. Taehyung was feeding the baby with bottle. He felt a sharp gaze on him. Taehyung looked back and saw Yn is staring at him with a dangerous glare as if she's trying to kill him with her eyes. Taehyung gulped. Taehyung, it's just for one day. Yn doesn't respond. She's just glaring at him. Sitting on the bed, Yn was applying moisturizer on her skin. Blossom Berry is laying next to her, but she started crying suddenly. Yn, oh my Blossom Berry is hungry. Yn laid down on the bed next to her and was about to unbutton her dress when she remembered she can't feed her today. The baby was crying and nibbling with her clothed chest. Yn glared at Taehyung again. Taehyung, I'm bringing her bottle. He closed his laptop and ran to the kitchen. Taehyung placed the sleeping baby in her crib. He walked towards the bed and saw Yn is laying on the middle of the bed, spreading her hands and legs, not leaving space for Taehyung. Taehyung, Yn, could you please move a little bit? Yn doesn't respond nor move from her position. Taehyung sighed, knowing she's angry on him. Yn is giving him silent treatment since he make her take the medicine forcefully. Taehyung adjusts himself in the little space beside Yn and cover himself with the blanket. He wrapped his hand aroundYn's waist, but she yanked his hands away and pulled the blanket from him. She turned around back facing him. Taehyung hugged Yn from behind and dig his face on the side of her neck. Taehyung, I'm sorry, but you know I can't see you in pain. It hurts me. Yn, what if my Blossom Berry couldn't digest the formula milk? She even vomited after drinking that. You saw it, right? Taehyung, I know today was difficult for our daughter, but she also wants her mama to be fit and fine. Blossom can drink her mama's milk from tomorrow. Yn, I can't see her in pain. Taehyung, me too. Trust me. You and Blossom, both of you are my life. I can't see neither of you in pain. I love my Blossom a lot. You know, when I saw her for the first time, I realized I fall in love for the third time. Yn frowned hearing him and turned to Taehyung. Yn, you pervert. Who's your first and second love? Taehyung, my first love is my mom. Yn, and second, Taehyung, my wife. Yn, I hate hospital. Taehyung, you don't have to come here after today. You'll be fully fine. Yn looked at her 1.5 months old daughter who's staring at her with her doe eyes. She kissed her cheeks. Yn, mommy is coming after dealing with a stupid disease. She then looked at Taehyung again, who's holding Blossom Berry in his arms. Taehyung kissed her forehead and smiled at her. Yn went inside the OT to do angioplasty, leaving Taehyung and Blossom Berry. Taehyung fell on the chair and hugged his daughter so close to his chest. He's feeling the same fear, same anxiety again like he feel on the day when Blossom Berry born. But today, Taehyung's strong.Yn's surgery took 90 minutes, and after the successful surgery, doctor come out to give everyone the good news they've been dying to hear. Doctor, she's fine now. Taehyung inhaled the air, the weight in his chest go away. Finally, after months, now he can live his life with his wife and daughter. Today, he's the happiest man alive. Taehyung went to meet Yn, who's sitting on the bed. She looked at Taehyung with an unreadable expression. Taehyung feel her eyes are saying something more, like asking something. Yn, I was waiting for you. Taehyung, me too. I was waiting for you to gain your consciousness, he said while sitting beside her.Yn's expression became more serious and she leaned to Taehyung. Yn, I want to talk about something very important with you, she whispered to him. Taehyung moved a little. Taehyung, what is it? He realized his voice come out like a whisper as well. Taehyung felt the tension hanging in the air. His heart is thumping slowly. What she's gonna say? Yn opened her mouth and said in a same tone, Yn, can I eat my favorite food now? Taehyung immediately closed his eyes and inhales the air. This silly girl will surely give him heart attack one day. Yn, come on, say something. Taehyung, of course you can, Mama Chesney. You're totally fine now, he said with a done face. Yn showed him her all teeth, making him smile as well. Yn, finally I can breathe now. Tasty food. Yn Chesney is coming. Taehyung's smile softened and placed his wide palm in her cheeks, and he leans in so carefully, breathing and not breathing and hearts beating between them.Yn's smile faded slowly and she becomes nervous suddenly. What the hell? Why she's feeling nervous? She's the one who was so desperate for a kiss, then why she's feeling nervous now? She thought, and he's so close and she can't feel her legs anymore. She can't feel her fingers or the cold or the emptiness of this room, because all she feels is him everywhere, filling everything. And he whispers, Taehyung, I'm not scared to make you mine anymore. Now I'm not scared to feel you, he said, Her breath caught in her throat as she wondered if this would finally be the time he'd kiss her, if this would be the kiss she'd been waiting for in one way or another since they got married. And their lips meet. Wire parted her lips before taking his bottom lip into her mouth. She started sucking them, chewing them like her favorite meal. His lips are soft like a first snowfall, like biting into cotton candy, like melting and floating and being weightless in water. It's sweet. It's so effortlessly sweet. Taehyung tilted his head. His hand crawled to her hair and he pulled her closer. Her lips are softer than anything he have ever known. They're light as plumes. He felt his whole body is burning. The urge to eat her rose petal-like lips finally come true. Taehyung broke the kiss so that Yen could breathe the air. Their noses are touching. He held her chin and parted her lips with his thumb before attacking on them again. He pushed his tongue inside her mouth. Their tongues started dancing together. After 3 minutes they broke the kiss, breathing heavily. Taehyung, that was amazing. Can we do it again? Yen backed away and leaned her back on the bed. She glared at Taehyung. After catching her breath, she spoke. Yen, that was my first kiss and I can't believe it was in hospital. Taehyung, but it was good. Yen, my wedding happens in the hospital. My first kiss was in the hospital. Are you planning to take my virginity here as well? Taehyung, doctor forbid you to carry heavy weight for 1 week. After 1 week, when you'll be able to handle my weight over you, we'll come back here again. Yen, if you want, I can ride on you right here, right now, she said with a smirk, making Taehyung choke on his saliva. Taehyung, it's impossible to tease you and try to make you shy. You're 1 move ahead from me, Yen, so don't try me, she said with a proud smile, flipping her hair. Yen, now tell me, where's my daughter? Taehyung, with everyone outside, Yen, call them in. Yen, I make you all worried for me again and again. I'm sorry, she said, looking at everyone one by one. Anna, why are you saying sorry for no reason? You don't invite disease to make us worried. It comes shamelessly. Yen, still, I'm sorry. Monica, but you're finally cured now. Mrs. Smith, I will cook your all favorite foods and you can eat as much as you want. Yen, but I'm feeling super guilty. I'll make it up to you all. After Bob give me this month's pocket money, I'll buy you all chocolates. Lillian, you're married now, beautiful. You can't take pocket money from Bob. Yen, then who'll give me pocket money? Lillian, you don't need pocket money from anyone. You're Kim Taehyung's wife and you have your rights on his each and everything, including money and property. And trust me, he's hella rich. Yen, really? Then I will buy you all cars. Taehyung choked on his saliva. Jungkook, I was dreaming of having my own car. Yen, can you buy me a Lamborghini? Yen, of course. Kook, Bubble, I don't want car. I love horses. Dad, I want a Rolls Royce. Jimin, I already have car. But Yen, you can buy me a helicopter. Taehyung glared at Jimin. Anna, I want my own private jet. Bob, if you want, you can buy me a motorcycle. Taehyung looked at Yen, who's taking list of everyone's demand. This girl will surely bring him to the streets. Nothing can be more dreamy, like an enchanting woodland wedding. In the fragrance of nature, Taehyung is standing in the stage, waiting for the love of his life to marry her one more time. He looked back and smiled, seeing his princess in a white elegant gown, his heart filled with happiness. Taehyung walked towards his princess and take her in his embrace. Taehyung, you're looking gorgeous, my love, he whispered and kissed his 3-month-old daughter. Yen looked at her reflection in the mirror for the 58th time, wearing a beautiful purple dress. She's looking like a princess of fairy tales. Yen, how can someone be this much beautiful? She exclaimed and blow a kiss to her reflection. Jungkook, self-obsessed, he said and roll his eyes. Yen look at him with her sharp eyes and throw a makeup brush at him. Yen, you're just jealous of my beauty. Anna, Yen, can we please go outside now? Everyone is waiting for you. Yen, I just can't take my eyes off from my breathtaking reflection. Taehyung's breath got stuck in his throat when he saw Yen walking down the aisle. He smiled seeing her, but soon his smile faded when Yen turned around and ran to the opposite direction, rising her dress a little. Taehyung noticed she's barefooted. Yen, sorry, I forgot to wear my shoes, she said loudly, making the guests shocked at her behavior. Some of them laughed a little. Taehyung slapped his forehead. Anna, run and give Yen her shoes. Yen smile and wear them. She fixed her dress and started walking again. Taehyung was about to smile when Bubble yelled, Bubble, Muffin, you should walk in the aisle with your father. Y or N. But Dad doesn't come to take me. Dad. I didn't knew I had to walk her to the aisle. Bob. Fool, you didn't even know the ritual. Bubble. Now go to her. Dad. But my legs are hurting. This aisle is very long. Y or N. Dad, are you coming or not? Dad. Fine. Finally Y or N reached to Taehyung. He held her hand and kissed the back of her palm. Dad. You shouldn't kiss her hand. She often dig her nose and didn't wash them. Y or N you. Dad, stop spreading rumors about me. Taehyung hide his face. The guests are literally laughing at them. Priest. Shall we start? Taehyung. Please. Y or N. Could you please skip the vows? Actually, it's our second wedding, so no need to do all formalities. I'm very hungry. I need to eat something. Priest. You may kiss the bride. Taehyung. Happily. He pulled Y or N by her waist. Taehyung. May I? Y or N. My lipstick is kiss-proof. Taehyung. Good girl. He kissed her lips and everyone clapped. Anna was wearing a small smile in her lips, but her eyes get teary without her knowing. Someone hold a hanky in front of her. Jimin. Don't ruin your pretty makeup. Anna. They look beautiful together. Jimin. Then why are you crying? Anna. I'm not crying. Jimin. Move on. Anna. I'm trying. Jimin. Can't you see any other man except for him? Anna. Yeah, Jungkook is handsome. Jimin. Go to hell with that Jungkook. Anna laughed. She know Jimin have feelings for her from the beginning. Jimin was about to left when Anna said, Anna. Court me. Jimin stopped and looked back at Anna. She nodded with a soft smile. He hugged her tightly. After the ceremony ended, the guests went to their respective rooms. Lillian was talking on the phone call, standing outside. Suddenly she heard a weird noise. In a dark night, the slight screaming noise in this forest area gave Lillian goosebumps. Still, she followed the noise and saw her favorite car is shaking. Lillian frowned and pecked inside. Her face became red in anger. Lillian, Oliver, come out from my car right now. The couple inside flinched and started collecting their clothes. After some time they come out from the car. Lillian. What the hell you were doing in my car? Oliver was shivering and couldn't utter a single word. Lillian. Are you deaf? I'm asking something. Monica and Mrs. Smith was nearby. Hearing Lillian's angry voice, they run to them. Monica saw Oliver is standing in front of the car looking down. His clothes are messy. There's a girl next to him. She's a waitress. Monica saw her in the wedding ceremony. Mrs. Smith. What happened, Lillian? Lillian. Dory. This guy was making out in my car. Monica felt the ground beneath her slipped. Mrs. Smith looked at Monica and then Oliver. Mrs. Smith. There must be a misunderstanding. Lillian. No, Dory, I saw them with my own eyes. Mrs. Smith. Is it true, Mr. Oliver? Oliver doesn't reply. His silence, messy clothes, lipstick mark in his face cleared everything. Monica's eyes filled with tears. She can't believe Oliver cheated on her. He just used her. Monica walked towards Oliver and placed a hard slap across his face. Monica. Disgusting cheater. Saying that, Monica run from there. Mrs. Smith followed her, making Lillian puzzled. She then turned to Oliver. Lillian. You're fired. And girl, you. I'm gonna complain about you to your boss and make sure you'll lose your job as well. Taehyung lose his tie as he's feeling suffocated. Anna take her baby Barry with her, saying Taehyung to enjoy his wedding night. They didn't done anything yet. He's feeling nervous and excited at the same time. Taehyung is standing in front of their room's door. Y or N is already inside. After taking thousands of photos, eating and dancing in her own wedding like a monkey, Y or N get tired and go back to the room early. Taehyung come after all the guests left. He run his hand in his hairs and unbuttoned the first two buttons of his shirt. After 3 months of their actual wedding, they are going to do it for the first time tonight. Y or N is waiting for him behind the closed door, dressing up like a bride. Taehyung feel goosebumps just by the thought. He slowly opened the door and walk in. Taehyung locked the door and look at the beautifully decorated room. He moved his gaze to the bed and all his excitement turned water. Y or N is sleeping peacefully, removing her makeup, wearing her 20-years-old nightgown. Taehyung walked near Y or N and heard her light snores. Taehyung. Seriously. He mumbled and threw his blazer before going to the bathroom.